what we do is, you saw the boat come out of the water here. All the boats are washed down here. Drain system, a separate filtration system. The whole yard is bermed so that this material stays exactly where we're dropping it off the boat with the high pressure water. There's enough recoverable waste that comes off the boat, so this goes and gets reconstituted and it'll come back as a copper pipe somewhere. At least 4 drums of material every month.
Well, Cree, it's all cleaned up. What's your opinion?
Well, it's not horrible, but oh my gosh, you've got some blisters here, Fred.
All right. Are they the bad kind or the good kind?
There's no good ones.
So these are styrene bubbles, water getting into the laminate?
They're the bad ones. Let me just see how deep they are. Oh, jeez.
First laminate?
Yeah. You smell that?
Yeah, styrene.
Yeah.
So what's the solution? What are your solutions to fixing styrene bubbles?
You can gel strip this with the equivalent of a planer.
Okay.
We can high pressure clean it, which will knock off any soft spots, and these are soft, typically soft. But this is a pretty important thing to take care of, especially if you're going to be racing it.
Yeah, I'd like to.
You know, if you weren't racing it, we'd go after the big ones.
Yeah.
And leave the little ones alone and just kind of farm them.
Now let me ask a question. We're seeing some indentations down in the keel. It looks like it's transfer from the bulkheads and the stringers down in the hull.
Could be part of that, but I poked one of them over on this side.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's an overlap in the laminate.
All right.
Where there's a big blister vertically.
Okay. Cree, you think some of this transfer we're seeing, which I thought was bulkheads, is really something where water's gotten into the laminate behind that, and it's just because it was a seam mark, that's where it's starting to pull out.
Right,
okay.
and it's following a seam, and that could be just a secondary bond, you know, where they were laminating and came back and relaminating, so it's not nearly as strong as the first laminate that went on.
Now, one of the things I saw on the web was this area here was a real vulnerability on some of these boats. But this one doesn't look that way.
There's no cracking in here. The cutlass bearing is tight.
Yeah.
We're probably going to find that you need a new shaft because it's been sitting.
Expect. Yeah.
And they get crevice corrosion in them.
Right.
And you can see it on the surface, but it goes straight through the stainless steel. This propeller probably will be replaced.
Yeah.
Just judging from the condition of the zinc, this probably got some electrolysis on it.
So this is a Martech folding prop. Yeah.
Right. Actually, it doesn't look bad.
Yeah, it looks like you still had some zinc on it.
Yeah.
And the choices are to either go to a folding prop like this, and there's several other manufacturers, that the Martech being one of the first on the market years and years ago.
Yep.
But now there are also some feathering props.
Yep.
And what we should probably do is take a look at the options on that and discuss what we do.
Right, and that's
because
that's
they're
a full range of,
Yeah.
of dollars that you can spend.
Okay. I have a feeling that goes on with all of this project.
Yeah. the rudder.
It's gonna go.
Yeah, the rudder is another issue.
Yeah.
Where there's a little bit of play in it.
Right.
And so we want to get up in here and see what's been going on with the bearings in there.
It looks like there's been some glass work done. I'm not familiar with this buildup on here, and it's even been hollowed out a little bit on the rudder stock. I don't remember that being something. And then they put a little weed catcher preventer in there. So yeah, I think we knew we were going to drop the rudder and take a look at everything. I'm particularly concerned about the corrosion up in here, since this rudder shaft is
same as the shaft. You're going to run into crevice corrosion in there. If there's any pitting at all, we'll just replace it.
Okay. And there is a replacement that was designed by a naval architect that's deeper, has the same surface area, seems to be accepted by the class. So we'll look into that and getting a replacement rudder.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we'll, of course, look at all the through hulls.
Yeah.
Make sure they're
That's a real concern I have, is the valves and the through hulls are all going to have to be replaced.
And generally, on a boat like this, we'd recommend just don't even spend any time on them. Just take them all out and replace them.
In general, we don't see any major problems here other than the blisters, right?
Nope.
Okay. And there's some solutions to that.
No, and the blisters aren't going to sink the boat. Where this boat stacks up as opposed to other boats, other old boats that we see, and this is easily in the range of a 7 or 8 in a 1 to 10 scale. There's not enough structural damage that I see. There's very little wear and tear damage that is not recoverable at this point or repairable. And as we get into the different systems, we'll tell you what we think of them before we start disassembling them.